Yo, what's good? Just got the new Yeezy Tech stem player. I'm gonna cover all the features of it with y'all. Comes in this box. It'll get delivered probably by FedEx or whatever. But you just bust the box open. It'll come in this little case. Kind of a neat little case. To be honest, I don't see myself keeping the player in the case that much. Just because, the case is kind of bulky, I don't know. This is the iPhone 12 mini, so to give you some size perspective there. But here's the player. Comes inside there. Pop it out. You get a USB-C that comes with it. That is used to not only charge it, but to also load songs onto it. So I'll show you how to load songs. Super easy. All you need to do is be able to know how to copy paste and how to YouTube. And then I'll show you all the different features of how to actually use this stem player. So let's jump into it. Alright, so what you'll need to do is plug in your stem player into your machine, and you're going to need to turn it on. So you're going to need to hold this button, and that will turn it on. It'll make this kind of like, orange glow effect. And then your computer should detect it. If you open up Chrome and go to stemplayer.com, it will automatically detect it and then go to this page right here. If it's not plugged in, stemplayer.com will look like this. So it's like, hey, buy one, bro. But if we have it plugged in, it'll automatically detect it and kick off into this screen. So you can either download an MP3 or all kinds of different files. A ton of different formats are supported, and you can upload the file here. Or what's easier, in my opinion, is just going straight to YouTube, copying a link, and then pasting the link in here. So let's go to YouTube, and let's just pull, I don't know, what's a good song? Let's do Soul Survivor. So you'll click it, and then you'll just copy this up here, this link. So now we got the link copied. I'm gonna click link, right click, and then just paste the link in here and click upload. You'll see it says splitting, importing, and then it's uploading. So it's actually uploading it to the stem player right now. So this usually takes a little bit, especially if it's a really big song or whatever. There are apparently ways to actually upload stems to this thing, which I have not tried, but you could potentially upload 4 separate tracks that are already separated, is what it sounds like. Now, what file format that is, I have no idea. One thing I forgot to mention is it comes with this card, and it pretty much tells you a bunch of instructions on how to use the thing, like how to turn it on, how to play pause, changing the stem volume, next track or previous track, volume. You can pair this thing to Bluetooth, lock, unlock sliders. So if you want to lock where the stem sliders are, you can do that. Instant loop, if you just hold down the middle button, and then isolate a stem, if you just hit the very edge of it and hold it, it'll just play that stem, and you can do multiple, you can hit multiple ends to isolate that stuff. And then on the back, it just shows you some of the additional features here. The menu, the add effects, loop length, which is up and down, or moving a loop, you can use the side buttons and the speed and direction of the pitch and the song. Basically this button in the middle is kind of your play, like go back or clear exit button. But the holding the plus button will get you into record mode, which saves into the final track. Yeah, let me go ahead and show you how all this works. So one thing I forgot to mention is you can update this thing. So when you do plug it in, I already did this, but there's an update button underneath the upload button. And when you hit update, it updates all the tracks and I think updates the software on here. So potentially he could be releasing new updates for this thing and just giving us more features out of it, down the road, kind of like a Tesla or something, right? You buy it and then it just gets better and better. So cool. We just loaded Soul Survivor on here. And so now I'm just going to show you the basic functions of how this thing works. So when you load a song on here, it's going to be the first song on your playlist of whatever you last loaded. So just to kind of walk you around the device a little bit, if you hold this top button here, that's going to turn it on and off. This is kind of like a feature button too. You can do other stuff with this in conjunction with other buttons, which I'll show you here in a second. So that's that button. This is the volume up, down, right? So if I just hit this, you can see I'm at max volume. If I lower it, it's lowering it, right? And then this is the track selector. So if you want to skip to the next song or go back a song, you just hit that. So other than that, the other little parts of this is you could plug in headphones or some speakers or whatever, and then this is your USB-C connection. Other than that, there's really no other buttons other than this button here in the middle. This is your play and your pause button. And you can also do loops with this button as well, which I'll show you. So let's go ahead and hit play. This will start playing it. So I copied the here, let me lower this. So I copied the YouTube music video. So there might be some sound effects in here, but anyway. So here's vocals, and then you have like some melody kind of track, like you'll hear guitar and stuff out of here. Then down here is like hi-hats, and then you'll hear I think like your drums and stuff from this one typically, but I don't know. Anyway, it separates them out into these 4 tracks. And so if you hold one of the edges here, you can just hone in on particular parts of the stem, right? So there's the beat, there's the vocals. It does a pretty good job of making a clean, if you just throw random songs in there, it typically makes pretty clean stems. I haven't loaded like guitar, like rock or other stuff like that. But anyway, so we can hit pause, makes that cool like sound when you pause it. So that's how you play. That's how you kind of like isolate stems. You just hold this and that isolates it. You can also lower or raise the volume of particular stems as well. And then the more advanced features here is when you want to do a loop. So let's find a good spot to do a loop here. So I'll hold the middle button, and now it's looping. So I have to keep holding this. But if I want to lock this, I can just hit this top button here. Just tap it once, and now it's locked into this loop. If I want it to go faster, like change the pitch, I can change it here. I can go slow to the pitch here, or I can even go in reverse, which is pretty dope. And then if I want a longer loop, I can raise the loop time up. See, now it's looping a little bit longer. If I do it all the way at the very top, it'll actually just start playing. So it'll actually start playing the song, and then if we want to isolate a different part, we could then bring it back down, and then it'll start looping just that part. Okay, so there's the pitch. That's the loop length. If you want to slightly modify where you are on the loop, like if I want to just go back like a second or two, you can use this to go back and forth in the song a little bit. So let's just go forward a little bit. Yeah, so, and if I just hit this a bunch, it'll kind of like rewind a bunch or go forward. So you can really kind of get that perfect loop that you want to grab. Okay, so the next feature of this is effects. This one took me a little bit to try to find, but essentially, you can hit one. So let me go back. Okay, so anytime you want to go back, you can just hit this middle button. That'll get you back to where it's showing the multicolor. But if we want to go start the loop again, you hit this, right? Now we can get into the effects. So what you do is you hold that and then hit this, and then you'll get into the effects. So up and down, these are different effects. There's like a gate effect, like a super gate, super reverb, or echo, or whatever. Kind of a mix, I guess, I don't know. The fade out in. And then this controls how much of the effect gets applied. So all the way is max, and then this is no effect. And then we can, and then the bottom one is just normal, I think. So I hit that button. Now we're back at the loop. Let's get out of the loop. So we'll just hit this. Now we're out of the loop because it went all the way up. So now it's just playing. The last advanced feature of this is recording. So if you hold this plus button up here, it will show a red line on one of these tracks right here. So you can have up to 4 tracks, and it'll start recording. So now we can start doing whatever we want to do. Like, let's isolate the vocals for this track. Okay, now let's skip to a different song, and then maybe let's try recording like the beat or something. So I'll hold it again. Now it's recording on that one. Let's just record the beat. Okay. Now let's go to the very last track, which will be the red track. So I hit pause. Now it's just cycling through, and it just shows you different colors for different tracks. I don't know if there's really a rhyme or reason what the colors are for a particular track. I think it's just kind of random. But if you keep going, you'll get to one that's just straight red. Let's keep going. At least I thought we would. There we go. Okay. I probably had to hit play and then skip. But anyway, so there's that part. Here's my other track. So you can actually mix songs with this thing too. And I think you can still do your looping and all that stuff, you know, so I could still hold this, lock the loop, and still do, you know, everything that you could do on a normal track. So, yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. You know, so far I've let my kids play with this thing. They love it. It's not that intuitive for them. They can kind of, you know, fumble around on it a little bit. But definitely like the looping and the recording is tricky to get used to. So it is what it is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Smash that like button, give me a thumbs up, and let me know if you would be interested in watching me, you know, stream like on Twitch or something, playing with this thing. I've got some ideas, and you know, it'd be fun to kind of mix some tracks and stuff like that from different eras of Yay, or even just other artists and stuff like that. So cool device. Love the direction, you know, Ye's going in with all this kind of cool tech stuff, you know. The shoes are great and all, but this is super innovative and goes right up the alley of just him pushing boundaries and stuff like that of what's possible. So super stoked to play around with this thing. Be really cool to see more colors released of the stem player. To be honest, not a huge fan of this color. I'd love to see, you know, just you got your white, black, and then maybe like a red one. But going along with the Donda theme, I think you know, that earth tone, you know, Ye likes to stick with that a lot. So yeah, you know, I can't complain. It's V1 and it works amazing. So you know, the speaker's not that bad. Definitely, I would say it's probably good to you know, use an external speaker if you're going to use this for a party or something like that. But yeah, so hit me up in the comments if you have questions. But other than that, take it easy. Peace.